Can you say hi, Evelyn? What are you chewing on? Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Christy Lynn, this is baby Evelyn, and today we are bringing you our 6 to 9 month baby essentials. So I did one at 0 to 3 months. I don't think I did another one 3 to 6 because not a lot changed between those periods. But 6 to 9 months, we've had some additions to what we use every day. And now she's almost 9 months now, so I figured this is a good time to share what we've been using every day. So we're gonna kind of take you through the day with us, just as I remember these are the things we use every day. Please know I am very minimal when it comes to baby products and really anything in general. I like to be minimal with my belongings and what we have in our home. So these things you can know are truly the tried and true, the best of the best in my opinion, and what we actually do use day in and day out. So let's go ahead and get started with the very first products. The first thing I want to talk about is really the star of the show, and that is toys. That is her toys. So, and specifically Lovevery. Lovevery is the brand we go with primarily for her toys, and I'm mainly talking about their subscription service. You can sign up to get toy boxes every couple of months. They'll send them. So we've been signed up since she was born, and this is something we purchased with our own money, and every month, and then we'll get the toys every 2 months. So we'll get a box of toys. Are you growling like a puppy dog? We'll get a box of toys every couple of months, and it's all based on her development, her age, all of that. So, but it's not to say that after you get your next box, you can't still use the toys in the previous boxes. You definitely can, and we still do. Like this one right here, this was from her first box, like her newborn box, and she still plays with it now. We put all her toys on rotation so she never gets too bored, and then we'll switch them out. And I just brought this one back out for her, and she still enjoys playing with it. This was in her first box, and she still loves chewing on it. And this one was in her most recent box. It's like baby's first puzzle, and it's got a little puzzle piece that fits in it right here that they can then take off and reveal their little baby friend. So she absolutely loves this one. Evelyn, where's the baby? Where's the baby? Where's the baby? There it is. Good job. So we love the Lovevery subscription kits. I couldn't do without them. I mean, I so appreciate that I don't have to worry so much about what to get her for her development. I don't have to really think about toys unless I want to just get her something extra. And Lovevery was kind enough. You're funny. Lovevery was kind enough to actually send Evelyn a couple of gifts recently. So they sent her this little crawl tunnel. So this I love because it's compact, and you can open it up and turn it into a little play tunnel. You can also keep one of the sides closed, and it'll have like a corner. So it's just something for her now that she's more mobile. She can practice her crawling. And then this one is probably her favorite out of the two right now, which is the Montessori wobble stacker. So it works best on hard floor because it wobbles, and then it has these little rings that they can practice taking on and off. And she loves taking them off, but she's not quite there to putting them on yet, but that'll come later. And then she also just likes to chew on that part too, as you can see. So thank you so much to Lovevery for sending these kind gifts. And if you are a mom or an expectant mom, then I couldn't recommend Lovevery enough. The subscription kits are amazing. They really take the thought out of how to entertain and, get toys for your baby through the months. And I just love that every month or every 2 months we get a new box that we get to unwrap together, and just check out all the little prizes inside. So it keeps life interesting, keeps her entertained, which I'm happy about. And now Lovevery is even at Target, so you can find their toys at Target. I love the Montessori style that they are. They have a lot of wooden toys. They have just a lot of toys that just promote self-entertainment and really teach your child to be able to be creative. So it's all very exciting, and we couldn't say enough good things about them. I'll have Lovevery's website linked below, as well as a link straight to their subscription kits if you'd like to take a look at that. So she literally spends the majority of her day playing with the toys that come from Lovevery. And one of her very favorites is this right here, the rainbow stacking tower, I think it is. So she will often try to knock it down faster than I can build it for her, but it gives her lots of entertainment. So now that she is 8, almost 9 months old, we did put on this little cover here that makes the play gym into a tent. So she's been enjoying that, and it's just something to change it up a little bit. But she does spend still plenty of time playing in the play gym. She also spends a lot of time playing outside of it now with these edges here. But this was one of the best investments we made. Now that she's getting older and more mobile, she isn't just lying under it all the time, but I do like to set her on it as just an extra cushion for when she is playing. But I mean, she's so mobile, so she's in and out of it all throughout the day. I wanted to talk to you about Evelyn's outfit. Well, specifically these little ribbed pants that I got her. Like I mentioned, I'm really minimal with everything that I buy, and that includes baby clothes. So let me take you over to her dresser. I want to show you something. This is the dresser drawer with all of her clothes in it, and actually I have more in here than I'm currently using. I need to downsize even further a little bit. But let me just talk to you about a couple of things we love. That is these ribbed pants. I just got these off of Amazon. They are a steal. I think they're $20 for 5 pairs of pants. So you can see 4 here, and then the 5th is what she's wearing. I think these are the 6 to 12 month size, so I do expect they'll fit her for a while. I do have them rolled up on her most of the time just because she still has room to grow, and she's a tall baby. So I started getting her pants and shirts here just probably over the last few weeks, because I was primarily putting her in onesies, and then I was just kind of over the snaps at this point. But these pants are wonderful, and I kind of have a bit of a capsule wardrobe going on for my baby. And so as you can see, like, these kind of coordinate with her shirts pretty well. They all have colors that coordinate, and I didn't entirely do it on purpose, but I kind of did. I was like, you know what, these pants look like they'd go most with these shirts when I got them. So here we have some short sleeve shirts. We have a long sleeve shirt. We have the other one she's wearing. So I only have 2 long sleeve right now. I want to get at least 2 more. I'd like to have 4 or 5 of long sleeves and short sleeves. I think that would be pretty good to rotate. So I'm gonna link these pants below because we're loving them, and then these shirts we all got from Carter's. I also want to show you the PJs we have for her. This brand, I found it on Amazon. It is amazing. So it holds up so well in the wash. It's so comfortable. I just want them for myself. And yeah, they're thick material. They're going to last. They've been lasting. And then let me show you the short set too. We got this in the short set, and what I love about it is the waistline. It doesn't have any elastic, so it's really, really comfortable for them. And it's a very high rise, because when babies are young, it's really important that their jammies are very snug fitting, because you don't want them to ride up over their face. It's a suffocation risk. So these are very high rise, and then they don't have elastic, so they're just super comfortable on the baby. So the thing I love about these jammies is that it's a pant and a shirt, so she has room to grow, because you know it's very high rise, and it'll just slightly get lower and lower as she gets bigger. until I need to upgrade to the next size. So I think it's going to last months and months, whereas the onesies or the little zip up or snap up sleepers, like the footed sleepers, those she outgrew so fast, which was fine because I did use them for a time and I do like them. But for the age she is now, I'm enjoying these like pant and shirt situations better. And then the same goes for the clothes I showed you over here in her drawer. I decided to make the switch from onesies or sleepers just because now that she's at this age, she's a lot more mobile, she is bigger, she's easier to dress than a newborn. So I loved using the zip up and snap up sleepers when she was a newborn, and I preferred that over like a pants and a shirt because newborns they're not able to really stand, so it's really hard to like pull the pants up and all of that. So I like to go over function, whatever's easy over what's fashionable. So we are just now moving on to like normal size people clothes, like pants and shirts and that sort of thing, because she's been in onesies and she's been in sleepers basically up until now. And I would do that over again. I definitely would, until she is really easy to stand where I can dress her easier. I much prefer the one-piece outfits because it just makes diaper changes and everything else a lot easier. Also, I mentioned I'm much more of a function person over fashion, at least for this age. I think baby clothes are really cute as they are. I don't think I need a ton of them. It honestly overwhelms me to think about having drawers and drawers full of baby clothes. So I like to have, like I said, about 5 pairs of pants, 5 short sleeve shirts, 5 long sleeve, something like that. I do need to get a few more shirts, I think, but I like to keep it minimal because she doesn't need a whole lot. You know, as she gets older, I think I'll start branching out. Let's start doing more dresses, that type of thing. But right now, she can dress simply. She doesn't care. She's not trying to impress anyone. And honestly, I think these clothes are pretty cute. So, all right, that's enough about clothes. I will link below everything that we've talked about, and let's move on to the next. In this drawer right here is just our diaper necessities, our diaper changing necessities rather. So we have the water wipes, which we are still using and loving. We've been using this since she was a newborn. 99.9% water and a drop of fruit extract. So very pure. I think the best ones out there that I'm aware of. And then we're still using Huggies diapers. This is what we're using. We're using the triple paste because it is supposed to prevent and treat diaper rash. To us, it's been the best, so we keep using it. I love this spatula for putting on the diaper paste because it keeps it off of your hands, because normally like a lot of it, like half of it will stay on your fingers, I feel like, and you just waste so much less when you use a little spatula. So it goes on really smoothly, really well. And then I use these 7th generation disinfecting wipes. These are food safe, so you don't have to worry about anything harsh or bad in this. Of course, I wait for it to dry before I use the spatula again, but I just use this to wipe it off because that is what the instructions say, is to use some sort of disinfectant. This is the lotion we use every single day, and it's just the Tubby Todd all over ointment. Use that all over her body, including her face, as a moisturizer. Okay, let's take a moment to talk about this sound machine. We use it for all of her naps and of course for her sleep at night, and I couldn't recommend it more. It's amazing. We could not do without a sound machine. It helps her sleep well. It blocks out the noise. We live in a small house, so we need noise blocking. And yes, I do have some tape on it. That's because it has lights. That's the only thing. It does have some lights to show when it's charging, so I covered those with some painter's tape, and that just keeps it from having any light at all in her room, which we don't want. So the sound machine, it is by Hush, and I will link that below, of course. I'm going to link everything, but anyway, this is meant for babies, for a baby sound machine. And we've got the, let's see if she'll let me show you, she's pretty obsessive with this. We have the power button, we have the volume buttons, so you can turn it up or down, and then this one is this one you can lock it so that the baby can't mess with the settings, and then also you can change the sound. So let me just show you. I'll turn it on real quick. Okay, that's the sound we do it on. She seems to think that's fun. You like that? Does that mean it's bedtime? It's not, don't worry. Alright, so that's one sound, and then you just press this button. So this one just sounds kind of like the ocean. This is just a higher pitch, like white noise. And then we're back to where we started. So I guess it just has 3 sounds. So I definitely mentioned this in our last must-haves video, but it is still a must-have if you're wondering. So another thing I wanted to mention about this sound machine is that you can plug it in as well. It has a little spot here to plug it in, and we do that overnight. But then for her naps, I don't leave it plugged in because I don't like to, because the cord is across the floor and I don't want her playing in that, and it's just a hassle. So it has pretty long battery life. So I will leave it unplugged and set it next to her crib during naps, and then plug it in to recharge it overnight. And also, I don't know if it would last the whole night unplugged, so that's another reason we keep it plugged in overnight. This is definitely a product we use almost every single day, and that is her jumper. This is the Graco. This is the Graco bumper jumper, and we love it because it has this bumper around it that keeps the baby from hitting anything dangerous, or more importantly, from bouncing into doorways or just hitting their head. So now we actually have it installed on our closet door because we have a small house. We don't actually have a lot of door frames around our doors for using for a jumper. So it works really well here in the bedroom on our closet because I use it primarily for folding laundry, so that I can keep my eye on her. Since she's become so much more mobile, she'll just crawl away from me and go somewhere else in the house where I can't see her. So I like to just drop her in here for 10-15 minutes max and just get the laundry folded and put away real quick. And I do a load of laundry every day just so I can keep up on it. So it's really great just to drop her in here. And then I have the dog laying right here in front of us because she's happiest when the dog is here watching her. If he's not watching her, she doesn't like it, so, and she lets him know. But if he's watching her, she'll jump like extra hard. So this, I do recommend a jumper or an activity center, which I'll show you later. That could work as well. And I use actually both things every day. Again, I'm really minimal with our products, so you wouldn't have to have both of these. But being even minimal as I am, I do like having both the jumper and the activity center just to mix things up for her, because if you have a baby, you know you have to mix things up or they get bored really quickly. So a couple things that we like is we've got some toys that attach here. You can pull them up or down to different heights. And like I said, it has this really nice cushioned bumper that keeps her from bumping into things with her head, because it keeps her far enough away from anything that she might hit. And then I will say one thing we don't exactly love about it is the adjuster. It's pretty hard to adjust this thing. You definitely cannot do it while they're in it. And it's just kind of tricky, but we kind of got the hang of it. We don't love it, but we put up with it because we like the rest of it. And then of course, this is the activity center that I mentioned earlier. This is the one we use. We really love it. It's the Skip Hop Activity Center, and I love the muted colors, and there's just the right amount of things for her to do on it. You've got this little spinny cloud over here. She can pull on these, so it really works on her strength because they're fairly difficult to pull. as you can see. And then we've got these little beads that she can work her way around. Over here, these are actually like teethers if she can reach them, but these also pull out. They have a lot of resistance, so it really helps exercise their arms. And she still can't pull them out very far. And then here we've just got this little cloud that squeaks. And then her favorite is the piano here, which you can either set to play just notes, you can set it to play songs when she presses it, like that. And then you can also change it so that whenever she moves a lot, it'll go, she's like, what happened? When she moves a lot or presses it, so if she's like jumping around or hitting something hard, it'll go off for that too. What's wrong? Are you trying to get my ring? Oh, my watch. You're trying to get my watch. So I love having this activity center as just another option to set her in, especially when I'm cooking breakfast real quick in the morning or warming up some food, whatever it is. I can set her here for just a few minutes and she'll be entertained for that short time. For eating, we really love these easy peasy like placemats because she has always been able to pull up all of the bowls and stuff that I've gotten her, that section, to the table. But this one, she, you know, tries to pull this so it doesn't really come up. So far, it's been really good. And then we also use the mushy bib. It's just got a little pocket on the front that catches food, and we like it. It's Exhibit A. We used to use this one right here. This one is also pretty amazing, but it only works if you have a high chair that has a tray, because it has these suction cups, and this is like a shirt. It fits them like a shirt. It's got sleeves and everything, and it suction cups to the high chair tray and keeps any food off of them whatsoever and out of the high chair pretty much. So that works really well, but we have been through about 3 to 4 different high chairs, and we settled on the Trip Trap, the Stoka Trip Trap. So that one, we don't have the tray for it because it just slides right up to the table and she just eats with us at the table, which I love. So speaking of high chairs, we did go through, like I said, about 3 to 4 before we settled on this one, and I wish we would have just gotten this one from the beginning. If you have the money to spend and your budget allows it, I definitely would say go with the Trip Trap because it is just so good. It supports their legs. They have a footrest at all times. It just puts them in good posture while eating. The other one, she just kind of slid down in, slumped over in. Like I said, we've been through a few. That doesn't even count all the countless ones I've researched as well before we finally decided to do this. And so you could also look for this used because you might be able to find a good deal on it that way. But I mean, a high chair is a necessity at this age. You don't have to get this one, but if you have the money to do it, then it is a really good high chair, if not the best. For sippy cups, this has been our best one yet. This is the Munchkin one with the straw, and it also has a little lid that pushes the straw down and covers it. But this has been our most successful one. We've tried a couple different ones. She actually drinks from an open cup really well, but if you want your baby to be able to kind of drink by themselves, like handle it themselves, this one has been really good, and she has kind of learned how to do it now. And this girl loves her water. But I love it because the straw is really soft, so it's not going to stab them in the mouth. And she took to it fairly quickly. This is the up seat. I love to use this whenever I'm doing my makeup or I just need to set her down really quick. And it has a little tray that you just snap onto it. And this works really well just to set her in when you need your hands free for just a couple of minutes and you need her in a safe place. Yeah, I did a full review on this just recently, so you can check that out on my channel if you're interested. But this is the baby seat that I recommend. This is a little play mat that we recently purchased and have been using, and I do like it a lot. It's not thick enough to really use alone on our hard floors as far as like falls are concerned, so I do usually layer it with another blanket underneath, because she is at the point where she's sitting up and everything, but you know, I don't want her to fall and hit her head. So I do add extra cushion to it. I kind of wish I would have gotten this even earlier. I didn't know about it until recently, but I think it would be really good for a younger, even newborn baby, or like once they're like to that 1 month age, because there's just a lot of different things for them to explore here, and a lot more than just, you know, your normal blanket. And you could totally just lay a normal blanket on the floor too, that's fine. But I do like this one because it's got a lot of different little sensory things. It does have a little teether on here. And then what else does it have? This so that you can attach your favorite toys. It also has this mirror right here that velcros on, so you know, babies love looking at themselves in the mirror. And then it's got some little ribbons here, and then the little foxtail makes the swishy sounds that babies love so much. So I think it would be, like I said, really good for those early months as well. So I'm definitely gonna keep this. And then what I chose this fabric mat over a like foam mat because I just liked that you could throw it in the washer. And I saw a lot of reviews with the foam mat saying babies could chew through it to the inside and like choke. And Evelyn is definitely a chewer. She likes to chew on everything. So I wanted to go a little bit of a safer route and get a fabric cushion. And then it does have this button here because you can fold it. You can fold it up and then close it with that button there. And then it has a handle so you can carry it. So, and then oftentimes how I'll use this mat is in her little playpen. And I did decide to purchase this playpen in recent months. And I know people have different opinions about it, but the reason I did is this right here. We have a dog, a quite large dog, as you can see, a husky. And just to make sure my baby is safe, when I can't always have my eyes on her, like when I'm cooking dinner, I felt that this was a necessity once she became super mobile. This is the Evenflo Playpen, and I will link it below, of course, along with everything else. But one of the things I do like about it is it is so lightweight, and yet it's sturdy. And each of these sections comes off of, so you can make any of these sections be the doorway just by pressing this button and lifting up. I can't do it with one hand, so that's why I'm not showing you. But yeah, I really like it. I also love that it's just a neutral color. And the other thing I'll do is I'll take off like 2 sections and I'll use it to block off a doorway or just to keep her and the dog separated if I need to. And then another thing I will do is take a longer section and divide, like I'll put it, well, we have a big doorway in our kitchen to living room, and so I will put this to divide the 2 rooms when I'm cooking. That way she's got a bigger space to play, but she can't roam out to the dog. So while I'm cooking, I can just, you know, put this part to divide her from the living room and keep her in the kitchen, and then I can use the other 2 to just put across the doorway to the laundry room to keep her out of trouble in there. So I don't just use it as a playpen, but I actually use it kind of like a baby gate in areas where I want to keep her separate from the dog. So I feel that if you have a dog, that this could be a necessity for you, just because he's a bigger dog and he's still getting used to her, and I just want to make sure she's safe at all times. So this is perfect for those times where I just can't have my eyes on her and want to make sure she's not getting to the dog or getting to cables. She's obsessed with cables and chewing on cords and cables, so obviously that's really dangerous. We do need to get our house even more baby proof than we have it right now, just as she's getting even more mobile. So I'm going to be working on that as well, but for now this has been amazing. Thank you all so much for joining me and Evelyn today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're a mom or an expectant mom, let me know in the comments below. Let me know if you have any other products that you couldn't live without too. And of course, don't forget to check out Lovevery. I'm going to link them below, as I mentioned before. We couldn't recommend them enough. They are the majority of what we use every day, so can't recommend them enough. If you're looking for some ideas for your baby, how to entertain them, or you're an expectant mom and you're wondering, just what you're going to do about toys and entertainment, well, they have got you covered. So check out the link below. Thanks again for watching. I have everything we've talked about linked below as well. So I'll see you really soon in the next video. Bye. See, bye-bye.